Hey y'all, so today I'm pretty much going to be sharing my disappointment and irritation within using Uber Eats. Alright, so I've been using Uber Eats since May 13th, 2022, okay? I've gotten multiple orders from them and I liked them until last year because I had one not so big issue, and then the most two recent issues I had, I kind of wanted to talk about those because I was kind of sitting here like, why are y'all doing that? So this is my personal experience within using Uber Eats. This ain't really based on anybody else's experience, just my own. I'm just giving my own 2 cents from my own perspective. But yeah, let's jump into the video. 3 issues I'm gonna talk about, and if somehow someone that works at Uber Eats finds this, I feel like these are things that y'all should look into, as well as the last 2 things I feel like are things that y'all should change because it does not make sense. Okay, so the first situation, right? Let me pull up the dates. So the first situation happened April 1st, 2023. My fiance, he was out of town, and I was like, you know what? Since he's out of town, I'm not going to be cooking. I'm going to get 2 Popeyes meals. Don't judge me. But I was like, I'm not going to want to cook these 2 nights he's not here. So I was like, yeah, I'm going to just get Popeyes. Now keep in mind, Popeyes is literally maybe 3 minutes away from me, okay? So I ordered my meal. I'm one of those watchers. When it comes to getting food delivered with these apps, the way that you can actually watch the drivers leave from wherever they came from to go pick up your food, watch them pick up your food and then bring it to you, something about that, it just brings me some type of clarity because I know where my food is. Do you know what I'm saying? Now, don't get me wrong. Sometimes it does give me anxiety when they be dropping off, going somewhere else. I'm like, where are you going? I'm over here. But I know they probably picking up other deliveries, so I don't be tripping. But, so, anyways, I ordered Popeyes, right? They said Popeyes was cooking it, and they had my driver on the way to pick it up to deliver it to me. I'm watching them. They get to the Popeyes, right? First driver. Yes, there's multiple drivers. So first driver, he gets there, stays there for like 20 minutes. Keep in mind, it took him like 10 minutes to get there. Stays there for 20 minutes. I'm looking like, what's going on? He's staying in the same spot. He not moving. I start seeing him moving. I'm like, okay, bet. They picked up my food. Absolutely not. Uber Eats start updating. They like, oh, we're trying to find you another driver. Excuse me? What do you mean? So then another driver shows up on the radar. It takes them like 10-15 minutes to get to me. They get to the Popeyes. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna get my food. They wait there for like about 15 minutes. I start seeing them leave. I'm like, okay, cool. They about to bring my food. Uber updates again. We're trying to find you another driver. What's going on? What got me was they were like trying to find you a driver. So apparently Uber bike is a thing. Which I did not know, you could do Uber Eats on a bike. But I was kind of concerned because I'm like, I got to drink, you know what I'm saying? So I'm literally watching it. I'm watching whoever this person is, just biking it. It takes them like 15 minutes to get to the Popeyes location. They wait there for like 5 minutes. I see them instantly. They drop off. They like, we trying to find you another driver. And I'm sitting there, what is going on, So then, what ends up happening is another driver comes within like 5 minutes. They get there. It instantly was like, boop, okay, we're sorry, your order has been canceled. And pretty much Uber gives me, I think, like a $10 gift card for the inconvenience, which I'm not gonna lie, this was the issue I had with this situation in particular. I was just like, bro, once it gets to the third person, you need to just cancel it altogether. Because, and I'm not going to blame Uber for that situation. I feel like it was probably something happened at that Popeyes. Somebody didn't know what they was doing with Uber Eats, or, something was going on. So I'm not going to blame Uber Eats for that. However, I was kind of unhappy because I'm like, dang, they did end up giving me my money back. And I just ate ramen noodles because I was disappointed, okay? But yeah, I feel like Uber Eats, if y'all watching this, y'all should definitely, if something happens where somebody waiting for their food and they swap through 3 drivers, y'all need to just cancel that order because I made that order at 6:56 Let me go to my emails. I want to say the order was canceled around 9 something. It was canceled at 8:56. So it took them 2 hours to basically tell me that my order was canceled. Which, normally whenever I order from Uber Eats, I'll get my food within an hour and like some change or whatever. I was kind of upset by that. But I digress because that's not really Uber fault. Like I said, the second situation was on August 12th, 2023. I ordered from a local chicken and fish place because I wanted to get some chicken. I paid a ridiculous price for some chicken and mac and cheese. I normally tip like $10+ to the delivery drivers. I made my order, right? And it was for me and my fiance. Now, they gave their mac and cheese was a large. It was $8, right? So I thought the price was very like expensive, and I'm thinking when I ordered this mac and cheese, I'm thinking I'm gonna get a decent sized container of mac and cheese, okay? They deliver my food to me. When I get the mac and cheese, it is a small ass container, right? So I'm already annoyed by this because I'm like, I spent $8 for this and this should be like a family size. Why is it small? Which, now that I'm thinking about it, I feel like that place actually gave me the freaking wrong size mac and cheese. But anyways, they gave me this small ass container. So I'm sitting there, I'm looking at my fiance. I'm like, bro, we just about to kill this. We about to eat this. Hopefully it tastes good and it was worth that $8.06. Y'all, while I take the first scoop, it was hair in it. It was this long white piece of hair. I'm just sitting there like, I know you lying. I know you lying. The fact that I really just spent my money for this expensive mac and cheese and it's got a long piece of hair in it. Again, not Uber Eats fault, it was a restaurant fault. I contacted Uber Eats immediately. Yeah, so it was a hair in my mac and cheese. They were like, could you send some pictures? So I sent that white hair in different angles, sticking, because it was cooked in, okay? It was baked in there, okay? So I took the picture, sent it to them. They were like, okay, we're gonna refund you. So why did I check my freaking bank account? So I saw that they had took the money out for the tip, and then they took the money out for the actual cost of the food, which is normal with Uber Eats. However, I looked again, for some reason, maybe like the next day, I noticed that they also took some more money out. And I'm like, why did you take some extra money out when I already paid this or whatever? I don't believe the amount was the same as the tip or whatever. So I was kind of sitting there confused because I'm like, where did this extra money come from? They did. I look back and they actually did give me my money back. But it did take almost a freaking month for me to get that money back for whatever freaking reason. I always think it's so crazy when companies should be giving you your money back and it takes way longer for you to receive your money back. You know what I mean? Now, recently, right? March 23rd. So I made an order to Wendy's, yeah? I'm gonna get some Wendy's since that was like the cheapest thing on the app. It really sucks because originally I wanted some Dave's hot chicken, but I'm on a budget. I'm gonna just get Wendy's. So I got 2 meals for me and my fiance, and then I also got some little sides or whatever for a snack for later, you know what I mean. Put the order in, paid. The driver was great. They picked up my food, delivered it. The food was great. I think the only issue I had with the food was like some of the fries were black, like burnt. But I didn't complain about it because naturally, I'm not gonna lie, I'm not a complaining person. I'm very low maintenance with freaking everything. And one thing about me, if you have a problem company-wise, or even in general, any person, it's not me, it's you, bro, because I almost never have a problem with stuff. I got the food, was eating it. Now, one thing about me, before I was not, the way I paid for food delivery varies. Sometimes I'll use a credit card. Very rarely I will use my debit card, but I know for a decent amount of time I will use freaking Klarna or Zip. And y'all can judge me if y'all want to, but for some reason, I like being able to use cards that are not directly attached to anything that is in my name, just because I can actually be like, okay, y'all took some money y'all didn't need to. And one thing I noticed is with using like those pay in 4 apps, authorization payments either will come back quickly, or like I can actually see stuff from my experience of using the pay in 4 apps. So I feel way more protected within using them. and I can just pay them off the same day if I want to, or, you know, within the 6 weeks or whatever. So I don't be having no issue with it. But this time I pay with my actual debit card, which I should not have done. Normally I don't, but yeah, I pay with my debit card. And I noticed later that night I checked and I was looking at the price of what they took out of my account, okay? So I'm going to show y'all on the screen what's in my, what my account said, yeah? So there is a transaction of $44.07, which is the amount of my order. That was my full total order, including like the delivery and the fee. And then they did the $10.99, which I gave to the driver for the tip. And normally that's what Uber Eats does. Like, they will do the order, take out the order payment, and then they'll take out the tip separately. Completely understandable. Now, what I don't understand is the fact that they proceeded to charge me again for $55.06. So you telling me you charging me 100% of the amount that I already paid again? Explain that to me. Please explain that to me. And this is the thing that really upset me, because so I went to Uber Eats app, yeah? I went to their app, and I also went through the Uber Eats platform on the actual computer. And one thing I don't like is, like, let's say you have an issue. It has to be with the order in order for you to be able to contact customer service. And they don't have any options for you to contact an actual customer support. Like, there's no email I can contact to be like, yeah, I got an issue right here with this. It's like, no, if it's not dealing with the order, you're not really contacting them. And it has to be something related to the order under their guidelines. You know what I mean? I went in the Uber app or whatever, and I was like, okay, let's see if they got something else. So it says on their website, it says I was charged more than once, and it says our system detected that a temporary authorization hold was placed on your account. Authorization holds should be voided from your account within a few days, depending on your bank's processing times. If you still see this hold on your account after 10 business days, tap contact support and we'll investigate. And I'm like, I'm still mad. So I ended up tweeting them. Like, I sent them a whole tweet. I at them on Twitter. How is it that basically I'm spending 100% of the amount I already paid? So I'm almost paying $100 when my amount was 55 something and some change. What are y'all doing back there? And so I tweeted them, right? And if you want to contact Uber Eats, the quickest way is to tweet them. I noticed that with a lot of companies, if you got an issue, Twitter is like one of the best ways, or X. Ugh, nasty. Anyways, this is one of the best ways to contact them, yeah? I did that, right? And they basically sent me the same information about the authorization hold. And I'm looking at them like, bro, I understand what you're saying, but I'm like, you are literally the only company that does this. I even did a whole example that I'm gonna post on the screen, okay? So, let me see. Instacart, right? If you do an order from Instacart, they do authorization holds themselves, which is completely fine. I am a big fan of Instacart. Highly recommend Instacart if you want to shop for something and you want to get a delivery, you want to get picked up, and you don't want to go in stores yourself. Highly recommend it. So this is what Instacart does, yeah? What they do is, so what Instacart does is the total is $41.36, including all your fees and delivery tip. What they do is they're going to authorize your amounts for $48, and they actually explicitly tell you how much they are taking out of your account, which means they're probably going to do an extra 7 something to cover the authorization, which makes sense. But Uber Eats, what they did was they charged me double the same amount. They're making it sound like it's okay, and I'm like, hotels don't even charge 100% their amount on hotels. If you go stay at a hotel, they might charge you maybe, I don't know, $100 extra, maybe $200 extra, depending. Like, I remember we had stayed at the Marriott for like 3 days, and they probably put an extra $100 hold along with the regular hotel payment. That's understandable, but saying you charge 100% of the same amount and being like, oh, we're gonna pay 50, you paid 55 for everything that you paid for, and then proceeding to be like, oh, we're gonna take another 55, the same amount again, is insane. That is absolutely insane to me. And it's like they didn't even respond to me when I said that. I'm like, bro, what business does this? Because I'm like, I have never heard of no other business doing double it. I'm like, do it like Instacart does it, because that makes sense. And the thing that messed me up too is I acted like I was about to do another order to Uber Eats, yeah? What they did is this. So the total for whatever order I put in for Uber Eats was $16.86, yeah? It says at the bottom, estimated pricing, we'll put a hold on your car for up to $16.86. What they should do is change that wording, and instead of saying we'll put a hold of $16.86, you need to actually put double that and put, oh, we're not just taking $16.86, we're taking $33.72, but you'll get it back, because that makes more sense to do than being like, oh, we're just going to take that and not actually inform you that we're taking that. And I feel like they need to change their wordage with the way that they do that. One thing about me, I'm gonna get on Google and I'm gonna look up something on Reddit. So whenever I have an issue, I'm gonna type in something and then I'm gonna type Reddit at the end. So I did. I typed in my situation, and a variety of people had similar issues. One person said they got double for their tip, and that makes sense. Like, that's something Uber Eats, I felt like that was normal. However, somebody was like, yeah, they only do this if you change the tip. I almost never change the tip. Even if I get bad delivery service, I almost never change my tip. Whatever I give, that is what I keep. I never increase or lower my tip most times, unless it's like holidays or something like that. But I'm normally not doing no delivery during the holidays or whatever. Then another person, and this is the thing that I have an issue with. Another person basically was saying that the same thing happened to them where Uber charged them double their amount. So they had got, I can't remember what the exact price was, but let's say they got something for like $15. Uber Eats ended up charging them double. So what ended up happening was their count went negative because they didn't have the same amount. And I'm like, see, this is why Uber Eats need to actually say, when it's checkout, how much they actually taking out of your account. Don't be like, oh, we're taking out $16.36, because in my head, if you say authorization is $16.36, I'm thinking you're only taking $16.36. But if you're taking double that amount, you need to say you're taking $33.72. Again, that's the main issue I have. So I've been checking my account, and still, and that's the thing that messed me up, because I just checked it just now. This is what my account say, y'all. So now I am so happy that I kept the original, the screenshots that I took from the multiple days, because originally it said that they took the $10.99 for the tip, the $44.07 for the actual meal, and then they did the double transaction for the $55.06. But then I looked again a different day, and it said that the $44.07 and the $10.99 payment went through, but then they proceeded to still have a $44.07 charge on my account. However, the other $55 that they had before is gone, but they put another $44 here. So I'm like, what are y'all doing? Why do y'all keep running my information? Why do y'all keep running this where you telling me I owe more money and also changing the amount? What is happening here? Explain. Like, and that's the thing too, because even when I use Instacart, and let's say I use my debit card with Instacart, I can instantly see voided on my bank account. Like, I can see that they negative and took it back. And that's what most companies, like, I don't know what type of janky stuff Uber Eats got going on, but I have never seen that before. And again, listen, this literally just my experience with Uber Eats, bro, but I'm not messing with Uber Eats no more. And I'm so thankful that I had money in my account, and I had like actual money in there, because I would have been pissed the hell off if, let's say, I didn't have the money and I went negative like that other person. Like, if you're gonna say we're gonna authorize double the amount, you need to put that. Don't be being like, oh, we're just going to charge extra authorization for the tip, because you're not being truthful at that point. You are not being truthful. It is definitely a word explanation problem. And again, being like, oh, that's nothing to worry about, it's an authorization amount. Who charges double for an authorization amount, bro? What did you think I was going, like, you thought I was going to add some more food to the cart like that? Again, Instacart does not even do this. Literally, Instacart will probably charge between an extra $5 to $20, $30. But you, Uber Eats, you gonna charge double the same amount? I'm telling y'all right now, I'm not messing with Uber Eats no more. I am not messing with Uber Eats no more. They lost me. They lost me with that one because, again, I am definitely a person that watches my bank account, and I have never seen them do something like that before. In the past, again, I understand authorization extra for the tip and giving it back, but I'm not messing with them no more. I'm not messing with them no more because that does not make sense. It really does not make sense to authorize double when you really didn't need to. You authorize what you're supposed to authorize. You're not supposed to be taking for what? What is the reason for that? And I can understand if somebody increases their tip, but you literally just took the amount for the order, which does not make sense. You took the same amount for the order again. Anyways, so if anybody who watching Uber Eats, y'all need to fix that in y'all little app, website, whatever, the little transfigurations. I don't know, but I didn't like that. Y'all need to fix that. Again, this been my personal experience with Uber Eats. I don't know what other people be going through, if they have experienced the same thing, but I'm not messing with Uber Eats no more. Like, hotels do not even take 100% authorization, and that really blew me. So, yeah. That's all I got to say, but y'all, it's just something y'all need to work on and change. Hope y'all found this video relatable or helpful. Like, I'll leave links down below to other Reddit posts where people have said similar things, because I'm like, absolutely not. Never again. But yeah, I'll see y'all soon. Stay blessed, stay positive. Bye.